everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle. First, I want to start by thanking everybody who subscribed, who liked, who commented, who shared my video. The support was so overwhelming, and I'm just really appreciative that people were actually interested in my journey and what I had to say. So thank you to all those who decided to ride it out with me. It's going to be a good ride. Now that that's out the way, I want to answer some questions that are very frequently asked. So if you're thinking about getting your hair locked, or if you are newly having your hair locked, these are some questions that might pertain to you. First question that I was asked is, what exactly are Sisterlocks? Good question. Sisterlocks are tiny locks that are installed with a tool on a grid of your hair. So your hair is just parted into tiny sections, tiny little squares, perfectly aligned all around your head. Second question, how long did it take to install your Sisterlocks? My session together took about 11 hours. The first session was 4 hours for the back of my head, and then the session after that was 7 hours for the top of my head the next day. So we broke it down into 2 days. What is your washing process like? Me personally, I hate washing my hair, especially because it's so much work. I know some people who go maybe every other week washing their hair. I know some people who wash their hair once every maybe 3 to 4 weeks. I think I wash them about like every 3 weeks at this point. You have these little rubber bands. They're in color because if you get them in black, you might accidentally cut your hair. You don't want that. You have to band up your whole hair with these colored rubber bands. You get little sections and you rubber band the ends like so, and then you band the whole entire lock like this. And that's done all around your head. The Sisterlock shampoo that they give you, you get a spray bottle. I have a spray bottle, and I dilute mine with water. That's what I heard you're supposed to do, dilute it with water to make it last longer. And I spray that in between my parts, get a good little lather in, very little lather. This shampoo doesn't really lather too well, so you should wash it as many times as you see fit, because like I said, you're not going to get a real good lather. In the beginning, they really recommend that you stick with the Sisterlock shampoo, and as your locks mature, I've heard that you can use other shampoos. I know plenty of women who say that they use other shampoos as their locks are more mature. So, but yeah, that's the washing process. Can you wear wigs and weaves on top of your locks? My intention was to wear a weave over my locks because I was scared that my locks were going to be, or my head was going to be just really scalpy. I didn't know how my locks were going to turn out, and I didn't want to see a lot of my scalp. I was afraid that my grid would be very visible, and I was afraid that my hair would be at a very awkward length. So like I said, I had already planned, like, I'm gonna wear my wig, I'm gonna wear my weaves, and I'm gonna be looking good, and I ain't gonna miss a beat until my hair gets to where I want it to be. My loctician shut that down before I walked out the shop. She said that I could. It's not like you can if you want to, but it's recommended that you don't, especially because I got my locks done in the summertime, and she said this is the prime time for growth because of all the sun that's hitting your hair and all the water you're drinking and things like that. So she recommended that I did not wear the wigs and the weaves. And after I got the feel for my hair, it didn't take that long to get the feel for my hair. Actually, I think I walked out liking my hair because you could not see my grid, and that's, like I said, that was one of my biggest fears, like being able to see my grid and just having all this ET scalp just showing, but you couldn't see my grid. And I actually loved my hair, and I didn't have a want to wear a weave. I didn't have that will. So what made you want to make a YouTube channel about your journey? YouTube videos were very helpful to me when I was doing this, the research portion for this. Just seeing, the different ways that my hair might come out, I can do with it, and just knowing or having a heads up on what to expect was so helpful to me. I wanted to be helpful to other people because I didn't really feel like my hair was represented when I was looking at videos. I didn't come across anybody whose hair was quite like mine in the sense of just the the awkward length. I call it the awkward length because it's not like really, really short, but it's not long either. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's an awkward length to me. Like, it's different. Like, my sides are short and the front and the back is long. So it's just, nobody's hair was like mine. So I wanted to make a video just in case somebody else was going through what I was going through. What do you put in your hair? Nothing. Just let it be for right now. When I first got them installed, it was a little dry and had white patches. So I would spray my hair with water sometimes. But I was told that that's not really good because, like I said, my locks were so new. You should not be really getting them wet too often unless you gotta go in there and get them all in the scalp and things like that. And I didn't have time for that. I was just spraying and hoping that I didn't get any slippage. Now I don't have dryness. It's not itchy. That whole dryness, itchy thing lasted for maybe like a week or so. After that, easy sailing. My loctician recommended to drink a lot of water because, you know, what goes in your body comes out through your pores. So I wouldn't have to put anything directly on my head. It would just be what I'm intaking comes out of my head naturally. So that's what I've been holding tight to. I drink a lot of water throughout the day. All I drink is water, except on the weekends. Can you take Sisterlocks out, or is that a permanent style? I get that a lot. It's, you know, very reversible, especially now that they're so new in this stage. I can probably just comb these out with a bit of water if I really wanted to. When they get mature, it's going to take a lot more time. I've seen some videos where women take down their locks, their mature locks, with like a comb and some good conditioner, and it takes a very, very long time. I mean, I say a long time, I'm meaning like weeks, months, sort of thing. Even in taking them down, I've seen some instances where people will lose half their length in hairs, or people will have that length but their hair will just be so damaged they wind up having to cut the locks off anyway. So if you're going to get locks, it's, you know, keep in mind that it is a commitment. If you don't want to end up cutting your hair all off, you should probably think about it. I have no intentions on taking mine down. I mean, I'm still pretty young, so you never know, I might change my mind way down the line somewhere, but I plan on having this for years to come. So, but you know, like I said, it is possible to take them down. It's just a lengthy process depending on how mature your locks are. So those are all the questions that I have at this time to answer. If you have any other questions, feel free to send them and I will gladly answer those as well. My next retightening appointment is scheduled for Friday, this Friday coming up. That's July the 24th. I think it is July the 24th. This is going to be the day of my friend's wedding. Shout out to Nay. Hey girl, congratulations, can't wait. So I want to do something special to my hair, like maybe an updo or something, just to add that sort of, you know, really pretty elegant look. And if I do that, I will be letting you guys see that as well. I'll make sure I take pictures or make a short video or something just so you can see how that came out for me. I'm really excited about that. So I ain't got nothing else to say. So you got any more questions, any comments, any suggestions, any feedback, leave them down below. They're always appreciated. Very, very appreciated. I can't express it enough. And I hope to be talking to you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Don't play with her, don't be dishonest. Ay. Still not understanding this logic. Hey, I'm back and I'm better. I want you bad as ever.